It was as packed a house as it could be under COVID regulations as the first inductions into Boxing NL's Hall of Fame were made. A smaller event than what it would have normally been, only close family members of the inductees were allowed in to celebrate history. Minister Bernard Davis was in attendance to say a few words on behalf of the provincial government. Davis says the hall was a big step for Newfoundland sports and long overdue.
Any Hall of Fame highlights the great activities that have happened with the organization, but more importantly, the success of an organization is built upon the people that's within the organization. So from my standpoint, I think Hall of Fames are important to recognize the past, because then the future is even stronger because it's something that you can draw on.
7 members were inducted, including championship boxers like Dwayne Tobin and coaches like Kevin Greeley. The highlight for many, however, was the father-son duo of Hank and Mike Summers. Both have dedicated a huge part of their lives to the sport. Hank started the TRC Boxing Club and became the president of Boxing NL, a position he still holds today, among other accolades. Mike says he's seen the impact his father made on kids in the club and what the sport did for everyone involved. He wanted to follow in his dad's footsteps, but detoured slightly to pursue officiating, a career that has taken him around the world.
And he's reffed many of my bouts. And I often wondered how hard that must have been for him in there, wanting to let me box, but then, if I was getting too many punches or whatever, having to stop it, knowing that I'd be upset with him.
Hank says seeing what his son was able to achieve in the sport made him very proud. He knows firsthand how much work is involved.
I can't really tell you that. It's just a sport that I've grown to love dearly. And there's so many good people in this sport that keeps you around.
Mike says boxing has made him who he is today. He can't imagine his life without it.
As you move on, if you go on and do some coaching and or officiating, if you're going on international trips, a lot of time away from your family as you get older. So those are some of the sacrifices that you end up having to make.
Mike says he still has goals to achieve in his career as an official. He has officiated at almost every major event across the globe. There's one left, though, the Olympics. For Kicker, I'm Matt Haggerty.